The guys that they are with us here, how many sales did you make? Like 2 sales, 3 sales, and even in this month, have you made any sales? You can reply in the chat if you want. And don't worry, no one will ask you to pay taxes here. We are just talking friendly. No sales. Okay. How many domains have you done outbound for it? Okay, 1 sale. Is it a geo domain? Is it an exact match? What type of domains? Okay, try but no response. How many domains did you start working on it? You are talking about, I'm talking about everything. Or today we'll talk about the the wholesale market. 10, 15 mix. I don't think that you've chosen the good domains or you didn't find the good buyers, because 10, 50 domains, 15 domains, it means that you need to get sales. Two domains is not enough. I think you need to start working on more domains. Okay, so let's wait just 2-3 minutes and then we will start. The outbound side is the number game. The more domain you work on it, the more sales that you will get. It's not about working on 2 or 3 domains and then getting sales. Prospects not responding, it is normal. It is a cold email. It means that you need to find more buyers or work on other domains. Sometimes when you work on some domains, no one will reply to you now, but after a few months, they will purchase. Creating pipeline. Okay, that's awesome. I made sale I shared. That's great. Just need to work on more domains. So today in this session, we will find an alternative solution for the cash flow, because I know some guys struggle with the outbound side. This session in English only. Yes, but you can activate the subtitle. You can activate the auto translation. I think you can find it on zoom.com. On Zoom here. Just search on the setting and then you will find the translation in Arabic or any language. I said that in today's session, we will talk about the wholesale, okay? How to learn your courses in English. I don't have courses in English. I just have these sessions, but most and all my courses are in Arabic. But the session that I have made with Jay, they are more than enough to learn and to speak, to learn and to practice and to make sales. Of course, yeah, you can ask me in Arabic if you have any question in Arabic, and I will reply in English so people will understand. Anyway, now we will begin. So firstly, I want to thank Jay for this kind invitation, and I hope that he will be okay, because he cannot talk today because he is a little bit sick. So everyone, guys, wish that he will be okay. But no worries, he is with us, and then we will start our session. So I will now hide the chat because I cannot read the chat and also explain. This is why I will start explaining and then come back to the chat if to see if there is any questions or any kind of requests. Okay. So today we will talk about the domain wholesale mastery. If you see my English is not that perfect, that trying to make it a little bit clear so everyone can understand. So today we will talk about the wholesale mastery, and as I mentioned already before, okay, as I mentioned already before, sorry, oops, okay, one moment, you just hide this. Okay, In the previous, sessions, we have seen like different things. Firstly, we have seen how to find domains for outbound. It is very crucial that we will find domains for outbound, because I believe that the outbound is the best and the easiest way to make cash flow very fast. Okay. The second thing that we just see, that how to find buyers. Now we find domains. Of course, we need to find buyers that can purchase these domains. In a previous session that I have made with Jay, I explained how to find the perfect buyer for this domain that we find. Now we find the buyers. Of course, we need to contact these buyers. And we explain also how to contact these buyers using free methods. Okay. And also we have seen some advanced cold email practices that helps to hitting the inbox, converting the sales, getting the much inbox ever, and so on. Okay. Just need to hide this one because it's annoying. Okay. And also, after we see all of this, some guys start practicing and they are making sales, which is very good. Some other guys still didn't not practice it yet. And of course, some guys, they practice, but they don't make sales. And all of them, like all of these guys that work on this field, they get some challenges, which is normal. These challenges, I get it myself, Jay get it as well. Most guys in outbound side, they get these challenges. So the challenges are, of course, the competition in some specific cities and specific niches, like lawyers, for example. Because I talk many times about the law niche, most of the guys go and work on this niche, which become like very competitive, and the lawyers receive a lot of messages and emails every day. This is why I always recommend that you start looking for new cities and new niches. And of course, some niches you might don't find any sales on it on NameBio, but it gets sales. Okay. This is one of the challenges that I face, and also you face it. The second challenge that we get is the time consuming, like finding the buyers. Even there is some automated ways to find the buyers, but still this this is time consuming. It means it take a lot of time to find buyers, and a lot of time to like contact this buyer and so on. But of course, the return is good. Like if you buy a domain for $10 and then you do outbound and you sell it for $300 or $400 or even $1,000, then you will say no problem for this time that I have spent, because I receive my reward. Okay. But sometimes you don't get a sale, but you get frustrated. Of course, it is a part of the game, and we as person working online and an outbounder and a domainer, you need to be like thinking always as a warrior, because if you don't think as a warrior, it means that you will feel like a loser. And I don't want you to feel like this, because you are an outbounder, you are a domainer, so you always need to be strong. Okay. But no problem for this time consuming. Once you make sales, then you will say no problem for this time. The second or the third challenge that you will get is your email gets blocked by Google or by the buyer. Sometimes the buyer will report you as spammer, even you are not. Okay. Sometimes Google see that you send a lot of messages, they block your email, and then you try to recover this email, and sometimes you will get starting to find more buyers, start creating new emails and so on. This is also one of the challenges that you will get, and also of the thing that it is part of the game. I face it myself, and everyone faces it. Okay. And the fourth challenge that we get is also the email go to the spam. You find the buyers, You find you create an email. It doesn't block you like Google don't block you. The buyer don't block you, but unfortunately the email went to the spam. So the buyer will not see it, and then he spend weeks or never open his inbox. So sorry, it don't open his spam folder, and then simply the email is buried on the spam and no one sees it. This is also a challenge that we also get and you also get it. Okay? And secondly and lastly, one of the challenges is all of you, when he is doing outbound, he start to think more outbound than more domain investing. It means the guy always think about how to make my email go to inbox, how to craft the best email, how to make Google trust my email. But the best part, it is the domain. People forget about it and people don't think about it. It means that you are starting to talk and to think outbound cold email more than thinking domainer, which is also a challenge that we face. Sorry. And remember, we are domain investors, we are domain flippers, we are not cold email specialists. It means that you need to shift your mind that you are doing outbound, but you are a domainer. You are not a cold email specialist. So this is one of the challenges that people think and get it, and also I get it and at the beginning, and using this method you will make sales, but you will not develop yourself in the domaining field. Okay, this is why we will talk about the session that we will talk about it today. So remember, we are domain investors. We are not cold email specialists. It is good that you have this skill of cold email, but remember that you are a domainer. Once you shift your mind to think this way, you will succeed in the thing that we will explain right now. Okay? So remember, as I mentioned, you are a domain investor. It means that domain investor has always one goal, which is to get regular sales by building a strong portfolio. So the best goal and the goal that you need to focus on it in the next years is build your own portfolio. It means you have many and hundred or thousand of domains that you will purchase, that you will list it for sale, and these domains, of course, it will bring you regular sales, inbound sales, without any kind of outbound. It means that you will get like a passive income just by selling domains. So this is why to build a strong portfolio you will need this. Is my voice clear? Because I see that people ask that say that the voice is not clear. My voice is clear. Can you hear me? Okay, okay. That's perfect. Let's continue. So as I mentioned, for building a portfolio, we need, of course, to find good domain names because we cannot build a portfolio by buying crap domains or bad domains. And also, you need to learn how to find the good domains. You need to learn how to manage a strong portfolio. Okay. Also, you need to learn that there is time to build this portfolio. You cannot build a portfolio by just taking a decision like in 1 month or 2 months. You cannot do that. And even if you do that, you will lose your money and you will not succeed. Okay. The fourth thing is you need the money to invest. Of course, I know that a lot of people struggle with getting money because building a portfolio You need thousands or 10,000 of dollars, okay? And to get this money, you will not go to your bank account. You will not steal the money. You will not ask for favor to give you the money, because you need to build it yourself. And to build it, of course, there is the outbound that we just talked about, buying for $10, sell for 300, 400, and so on, and make regular sales. And there is also the second method, which is selling via wholesale. So selling via wholesale and selling using the wholesale market is also another way to make the cash flow, to build your portfolio, and then getting the passive sales. And the best thing about the wholesale is you are always close to domainers. You are always talking with domain investors. It means if there is a new trend, you will see it. If there is a new keyword, you will see it. If there is new connections, you will get it. People, they will give you a recommendation. People, they will give you some advices, and so on. It's not just like outbound, because the outbound, you are more focused on finding the buyers, finding the leads, hitting the inbox, avoiding the spam. I don't say that outbound it is bad. I don't say that outbound it's not worth your time. Outbound is great. I'm still doing outbound. People still doing outbound. We are still selling domains, but also there is some other ways to get the cash flow. And one of these other ways is the wholesale. So today we will talk about the wholesale. When we talk about the wholesale, it means when you are doing it, you will make regular sales. Of course, not at the beginning, because at the beginning you will just learn how to do it, but you can make regular sales daily. Okay? Also, when we talk about the wholesale, it means you will buy for cheap and then sell again for cheap. Example, you will buy a domain for $10 and then sell it for $15, $50. Sometimes you buy a domain for $10 and then you sell it for $30. Sometimes you say you will buy a domain for $5 and then you sell it for $15. You might say, I'm leaving the money on the table. I'm selling domains for cheap. The domain worth more than this price. Yes, you might think about it, but we are now talking about the cash flow. When you, like for example, buy domains for $10 and then sell it for $50, and then the profit is $40. Remember and imagine that you just sell 10 domains for just $50. It means that you have a profit of $400 per day. And even you can do it like every day, you just need to make just one sale like this, buy for $10 and then sell for $15. Every day you will get $40. And then if you count the number of the sales that you will get every week, and then you count it by month, you will find that you have a good profit. Of course, it will not make you rich, but it will give you a good cash flow, which is why I always also recommend that you also work on the wholesale market. And of course, this wholesale market and wholesale sales, it will give you the cash flow. And this cash flow, you can build a portfolio using it, because the domains that you will buy, it will also be part of your portfolio and also part of the wholesale market. Okay. The third thing is you can make a good profits between the number of the investment and the profit. This is the thing that I just mentioned a few minutes ago. It means that you will buy a domain for cheap and then you sell it for cheap, and then the profit that you will get, you will multiply it for the number of sales that you will get per day or per week. It means at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or at the end of the month, you will get a good profit. Okay. And the fourth thing is you will get a regular cash flow, which is the thing that matters. Even because if you were like just working on the outbound, it means that if you don't make sales and if you don't work like hardly by outbound in many domains, it means that your cash flow might be stopping. The same thing for like the inbound sales. It means that if people like don't make passive sales, the cash flow will be stopping. But in the wholesale, there are always cash flow. There are always the sales, and the sales never stop because you are selling for cheap. Sometimes the end user will buy it for cheap. You have to accept this fact, but most of the time the reseller that will be purchasing this domain. Okay, and lastly, which is also a very good thing, is that you are making a good connection with the buyers or with domainers, because domainers, they don't have time. You will sell them the domains, and of course when you will make good connections with domain investors, it means people will trust you. And sometimes these people, they will give you some request. They will say to you, like, for example, when you ever have domains just like this type, send it to me and I will buy it from you. It means that you even have a promise of a sale before even purchasing the domain, which is also good. It means this connection, they will also help you to get more knowledge, because sometimes when you see a domainer or a domain investor or a domain expert say to you, like, for example, at any time you have a domain that have this specific keyword, send it to me. This will help you to understand that domains that have this specific keyword, it has a value, which is also good for you to understand and to learn and to improve yourself, and of course to be always a part of the domain industry cash flow. Okay, now we understand the philosophy between of the wholesale. Now let's practice. But before practicing, do you have any questions about this? Because once we will start practicing, I will show you everything in details. I will explain to you where to buy, where to start, where to find keyword, where to sell, and how to make the cash flow. Do you have any question? All clear, all clear. Shall we begin the practice? Clear, Mr. Kehel. Clear à shampoing. Okay, let's start the practice. Exactly. Okay, let's share the screen, and here we go. Can you see after Nick? Okay. As I mentioned, we will talk about, firstly, we will talk about where to sell via wholesale. And then I will talk about where to buy domains, and then I will explain how to find domains that are good for the wholesale, because some domains, they are not for wholesale. Are you going to show your domains? Yes, I will show you the domains that I will not buy. Okay. Okay, let's begin and then I will explain. So to sell via wholesale, there is two ways. There is, of course, the inbound side. It means that you just list domains for a specific price, which is a wholesale price, and then people will come and purchase. And there is, we can see it like an outbound side, outbound way, but it is not an outbound 100%. It means that you will list your domain on specific places, like to make, oh, one moment, because I think I forget something. One moment. Okay, okay. Okay, one moment before practicing. I think I forget one more thing, one important thing. Sorry about this. It is my mistake. Okay, okay. Let's come back here, because I feel it. I feel that there is something. No, no, it's not everyone here understand Arabic. There is some guys that speak English here. Okay. Before practicing, I forget this slide. Sorry about this. So where to sell via wholesale? There is many places to sell via wholesale, and I will explain to you all this right now. So the first thing and the first place to sell via wholesale is, of course, the wholesale domain marketplaces. There is some marketplaces that are dedicated and targeting only the wholesale buyers, which are domainers and people that are looking for cheap prices. And also there is also some guys that's selling domain, which is us, okay, our domain industry and our domain community, and of course our friend from India and Pakistan and the South Asian domainers. Okay, there is also another place to sell via wholesale, which is the regular marketplaces, which is Sido, Aftermarket, and so on. These marketplaces are also good place to sell domains via wholesale. Of course, here you might be like taken by a wholesale, not a wholesale, but an end user. Sometimes the end user just waiting for you to reduce the price, then he will buy it. But don't think it like this way. Always think about, I get a profit. I spend $10 and then I get $50, $30, $100, and so on. Okay, the third place to sell domain names is the aftermarket marketplace. Of course, there is also one thing that I just forget when I mentioned the registrar marketplace, which is each registrar has his own marketplace. Like for example, Dynadots has his own marketplace. Like for example, Namecheap, they have also their own marketplace. It means that the domain you can list it on Afternic, and also you can list it on the internal registrar marketplace, which is also good because sometimes it gets sales. And I will show you how to do that and where to buy it and what are the most domain registrars marketplaces that are very active. When I say very active, it means you will get more sales. Okay, the other parts, which is the domain forums, it means that people, they will go there and then they are reading, they are looking for domains, and then of course you will contact these people and then you will sell domains for them. Okay, and the lastly are the WhatsApp, Telegram group, Facebook groups, and places like this. There are many places to sell this domain. You just need to be like part of these communities, because in domain forums you will find that people will share the groups of WhatsApp, of Telegram, of Facebook, sometimes of I forget the name. Like there is some other tools that also use it. The domain Slake, yes, this is the name. Slake groups too, and so on. So this is also one of the places that you can find. Sometimes even newsletters of domainers, they will send you like an invitation to join the Facebook or Telegram group. One of the things that I always recommend, don't spam on this group because you will get banned. Okay, so this is the places where to sell via wholesale. And now let's practice to see how it works. So let's begin. Let's begin by the first place, which is the aftermarket, which is like, for example, Afternic and Sido. These places, we always know these places that are aftermarkets. It means that you can list any domains here. If you are looking to sell via wholesale, you can list it here. If you are looking to sell via outbound, you can list it here. If you are looking for selling via inbound, you can list it. But the difference is about the price. Here you will not price it like for $1,000 or $3,000. You will list it for cheap. You will list it for $50, $30, $40, $100. Okay, always under $100. And here I'm talking about domain that you purchase for just $10. Okay, if you purchase a domain from the auction, you don't list it for $30. And of course, as a beginner that you don't have enough budget, don't buy from the auction, and avoid auction at the beginning because you don't have the money to start with. So you will list it here, and then the sales will come inbound. It means if a wholesaler or a domain investor see the domain, like it, he will buy it without any hesitation because he find it for a good price. And also there is end user. Sometimes the end user will also find it and then he will buy it. And it is part of the game. Don't say in your mind, this buyer like take the nugget, take the honey without paying enough and stuff like that. Don't think like this way. Think only about I buy a domain, I get a profit. This is what matters. Okay. وحلتوها كاع. Now we talk about the aftermarket. Now let's talk about uh, the wholesale marketplaces. When I say wholesale marketplaces, I'm talking here about some places, some marketplaces that are suitable only for wholesaler. It means people are going there with the mindset that there is some domain that I can buy for the wholesale. The first place is the NWE. It is also a marketplace dedicated for the wholesaler. It means that you can come here and then you can snag some domains. You can buy some domains and you can hand some domains if you are a buyer. And of course, you can put your domains for sale and then you make sales. I already shared many sales that the guys make from the NWE, and of course, it is one of the places that you can use. And also, there is atom.com that was named before Squad Help. Okay, in atom.com, it is also good for the inbound side, the outbound, but also for the wholesale because they have their own domain marketplace dedicated for the wholesale. Of course, you need to get approved, but it not matter because you just need a few domains or only contact the support and show that you own some domains, and then you can list the domains for sale in atom.com. Simply, you can get many sales as you want in the wholesale. And I know some guys also that they are making good sales here in the wholesale marketplace of wholesale in Atom. Now we talk about the aftermarket. We talk about the wholesale domain marketplace. Now let's see the domain forums. And one of the best places to sell in the forums is here is Nempros. Nempros is the place where I learned, okay, and also it is the place where you can also list your domain for sale via the wholesale. It means here when you come to Nempros, you will create an account for free, and then you will go to sell, and there you will find like for as you can see here, minimum 100, minimum 500, and of course fixed price. You can list your domains simply. You may say how to list these domains for sale. Simply you will see the posts, you will see how people list their domains. Like for example, someone writing that I have this domain, it is listed for this price and so on, then you can list it as the same way he's writing, and then you will put a price that it is not big, and then you will make sales. And I will show you like in few minutes one of the other ways that you can use to sell domains via wholesale here in the Nimpros. Okay, I didn't join my account now, but the idea is clear. Now we talk about the aftermarket, we talk about the wholesale, we talk about the forums. Now let's talk about the registrar marketplace. When we talk about the registrar marketplace, here we talk about the that you can purchase domains from a marketplace, but this marketplace, it needs to be like active. Why? Because sometimes some marketplaces, they will not accept any exterior domains. Like for example, in Nimship, if you buy a domain from Nimship, you can list it in Nimship marketplace. But if you buy a domain from GoDaddy, you cannot list it here in Nimship. Same thing for Dropcatch. Dropcatch also, it is part of Namebright. If you buy a domain from Namebright, it means you can list it here on Dropcatch. But if you don't have a domain on Namebright, it means that you cannot list domain for Dropcatch. And personally, and not me only, but a lot of guys, they are making a lot of sales here in Dropcatch. Why? Because simply they will buy domain from Namebright. And one of the thing also, like in Dynadots, the good thing is you can list exterior domains that are not purchased from Dynadots. You can list it here. So now the idea is clear. Where to buy domains? Where to buy domains to sell it via wholesale. So to win all these places, I advise that you buy a domain from two places. The first thing is Namebright. Why? Because simply you can list domain here in Dropcatch. Then you can sell it here on Dropcatch. Also list it on Afternic, list it on Sido, list it on DNWE, Atom, and Dynadots. Okay? And also you can buy a domain from Nimship. Why? Simply Nimship is one of the best domain marketplaces that are very active. But the problem is you cannot list it here on Dropcatch. And Dropcatch also is one of the best places to sell domains via wholesale. So if you buy from Nimship, then you can list it for Afternic, on Sido, on the NWE, on Atom, on Nempros, but you cannot list it on Dropcatch. You can list it on Nimship, and also you can list it on Dynados. It means that you need to buy a domain from a place that will help you to list a domain on the maximum places ever. The more places you will list your domain, the more sales you will get. Okay? This is why, personally, when I am planning to work on the wholesale method, I purchase domain from Nimship or Namebright. But most of the time, I purchase from Namebright because I can list it on Dropcatch. And Dropcatch, when I list a domain, I list it for 3 days, a week. Like if I list, like for example, 10 domains, and then I put $25 per each domain, I always get sales because it is very active and people come here to snag some domains. Okay, is everything clear? Because now we are moving to the next part, which is how to find domains. Do you have any questions about this? Pay.co. If you find it available, you can buy it. But I don't think pay.co is available because it is a very strong domain. Pay.co is one of the strongest domains, and I don't think it is available. And it is I will talk about this. I will talk about. You are asking about pay, but it needs to be a .com, not a .co. Okay. Why don't talk about does? It is bad. No, no, it is not bad. It is good, but it is good for outbound because people they are not going too much to does.com. Okay. It is not very active. Uh, they don't have a lot of active users that come to Zaz.com only to search about domains. It is good for the inbound because people will enter and then find the landing page and purchase. And also it is good for the outbound because people they will close their deals on das.com. Okay. Do you have any other questions before we move to the... What do you think about unstoppable domains? It is also good. I use it as well. They have also their own marketplace, but it is not very active. Of course, you can buy, when you buy a domain from Unstoppable, you can list it on all places except for Dropcatch. What is the best platform to send people to buy a domain? I'm talking about outbound. Das.com, atom.com, and even Aftermarket. Other forums, I personally use only Nimpros, but you can also use like the forum as well. It is also good. Acorn domains too, also for the .co.uk. Okay, and there is one other domain that domain forum I forget. It is related to the Germany thing. But personally, I see the Nimpros very active. This is why I mentioned about the info. I mentioned about the Nimpros. Okay, all clear. Shall we start? Shall we begin? How to train the brain to sell sheep. Just list this sheep. You will get sales, and then your mind will be trained. Okay. And remember, you buy a domain for $10. You didn't buy it for $1 million. So don't fall in love in your domains. Okay. It is just a domain that you just purchased for $10. But it could. All right. Let's start and let's begin. So now we are moving to the best parts and one important part, which is how to find domains. So firstly, we will go to put like Google Docs like this. Google Docs or Excel sheets or anything. Then you will click here and name it like, for example, rooted words. Rooted words. Why rooted words? Because one of the things that we will focus about is some specific keyword that we will be using to find domains and also to get more knowledge about the domains. Because why? Simply because the guys, the outbound, the domain investors, they know and they understand the value of a specific keyword. This is why they are always asking about a keyword, which is why we will save this keyword so we can use it always in our search. And one of the places, the best places you can use to find good keyword and also to sell via wholesale is here on Impros. There is a place called request. Okay, if you don't find it here, just click here sell, and then as you can see here, reply to buy request. In this place, as you can see here, people will make some requests. It means that people, they are looking for domains. It means that you have more chance to sell via wholesale. Like for example, this one asking for one word. Of course, you don't have one word, but sometimes you can find some one word in different extensions. Like for example, it's asking for .NET, .io, .co, .xyz, and so on. Okay, of course, you don't have money, you will not invest in this domain, but there is some other request that can be like for everyone. Always you will read this request. There are always some new requests. Okay, you can filter by the last 7 days, for example. Okay, see, this is new. Okay, this is not new, but anyway, yes, this is new. Okay, so this one is asking about Arabic domains. You know that there is a lot of guys here speaking Arabic, and maybe he's one of our audience. But anyway, you can, like, for example, find more domains. You will find like this domain, like for example, this request. This will be saved on the YouTube channel of Jay, and then after that I will publish it on my English YouTube channel. For example, this one asking for 2 words, but it don't give a specific criteria, so it is broad. We'll go and again search for more domains. Sometimes we'll find some guys that's asking about some domains that have specific keywords. Okay, you just need to read this one by one. Like for example, this one asking for 4 letter for these specific prices. Of course, there is some 4 letter that can be purchased, but here we are talking about wholesale. We are not talking about outbound or inbound sales. For example, this guy asking about Jewish related names, maybe asking about keywords in Hebrew language. Okay. For example, this guy, this is one of the requests. This one is good for you. See, he asked for keyword plus AI.com. Like for example, live AI. Also asking about AI plus word.com. Okay. And see, the prices is between $50 to $5,000. It means if the domain is very good, then you can ask for 5,000. If a domain it is normal or medium size, you can ask for less. It is also one of the good places that you get. Now, since we get this plus AI, it means that AI is also a good keyword. So we take the AI and then we come back to our Google Docs and then we will put it here. Okay, we can put like a sign like this, and then we will search for another way and another keyword. Okay, if you see like they ask you to log in, but we can show more. We will try to find more domains. Like for example, this one asking for domains more than 13 TLD. It is not cheap. Okay. Okay, this one also good. See, this guy is asking about keyword no hyphen, no numbers, more than 9 characters. Okay. Like asking for sheep, like this keyword, sheep names. Okay. Mind names. Okay, this also some keyword that you can use. You can take it and then you can put it here. Now remember, we are just now collecting the keyword. We are not now finding the domains. Okay, so we put it here also and then we go. Of course, when you find domains, then simply you can click here, submit direct message, and then you can sell the domain. And one more of the best one of the thing that you need to do is don't spam people. If you don't have this criteria, don't send message to people, because the more repetition you get, the more sales you get. Because sometimes when you send bad domains to this guy and always send domains, this guy, like for example, once he will see that you send him a message, he will say in his mind, again, this guy asked me about domains, I will not reply to him, and then he will not get profit. But if you send good domains and this guy purchases domain from you, and then you will get the money, and again you send more domain which are good, and then he purchases from you, this guy will trust you and you will become his favorite domain wholesaler. It means sometimes you can send him like 5 domains, 10 domains, you will make a good connection, and then even this guy will told you about more keyword. They will not only ask you about sheep or mine, they will ask you to give them more domains with more specific keyword. And of course, this specific keyword, you can put it here on your Google Docs, and then you can use it rather to find domains to sell via wholesale and also for the inbound side. Okay? As you can see here, with this way, you are learning the domain in the right way. You are not now talking about the spam, the outbound, the block of Google, and so on. Okay? So I hope this method, the first method, is clear. Do you have any questions about this? See, before that, see also here 5 letters pronounceable. It is not only about keyword, but also about the acronyms. Okay, see here they are asking also about 5 6 letters. They also get sales, this type of domains as well. So see also the guys who ask about this specific keyword. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions about this before moving to the next part? Clear. ماشي بري بلس. Okay. Any other questions? All clear. All head and shoulders. سالت عندكم ولا الصلاة زمان الصلاة؟ اوكي الله يتقبل. Alright. My record, you will find it here. Cache waiting for domains, strong backlink. This is another type of domains, which is the SEO domains. Personally, I don't work on SEO domains. For that reason, I don't talk about the SEO domains. Anyway, this is the first method, which is finding the domain, finding the keyword based on the request made by the guys in Nimpros. The second way to find the rooted keyword, of course, by using NameBio. Of course, you can firstly use the blog, not only the sales. You will find sometimes that NameBio publish some specific keyword or specific articles about some keyword. As you can see here, featured listing, and then show some sales here. Okay. But sometimes, like for example, when Atom publish a request and sales report, NameBio writes an article about this, and then you can use it as a source to get a specific rooted word. Like for example here, this is an article talking about the trends. Okay, see here that there are some trends that you can use. Okay, I will zoom it a little bit. سمحوا لنا see, like for example, AI, GPT, crypto, bits. I don't work on this niche, meta, and so on. This is also some other keyword that you can use. Also, when you go down, you will find some more articles. As I mentioned before, sometimes Atom publish their own report, Nimshi publish their own report, Aftermarket published their own report. You can find it on Twitter, on x.com. But NameBio also write this article about this, and then you can use it as a source of creating a rooted word. This is the first method using NameBio. The second method is by searching on the sales itself. Sometimes you might here discover some keyword that you are the only one to discover. To do that, simply you can use, like for example, you choose the .com or any extension, but here you can choose the niche. So here you can go, like for example, health niche. Here you can find the subcategory niche. Then you can find, like we can say, beauty, and then you hit search. So here you can see some keyword, like for example, here, like care here, skincare, AB skincare. If you want, you can list it by price like this. نصبروا على هذه شوية. As you can see here, perfumes. So how to check if this keyword has sales? So we simply take the keyword that you just find, like for example here, natural beauty. So we can put صبر عليها شوية. So we will take, like for example, as I mentioned, we take like natural. Okay, we take this keyword. We will put it here and then search. And as we see here, there is more than 70, 170 searches. But we need to see if there is enough demand on it or not. As you can see, there is the average sales, standard deviation, and so on. But what matters for us is here, this one, monthly average, not this one, but this one, monthly sales. As you can see here, we will choose all. Then we can choose like here the dates. See the graph is going normally, okay, but it doesn't show like it is an up or down. No worries, but it show like there is one sale per month or so. But no worries, this domain, this keyword, we can find it like it is not super perfect, but it's good to take it. So we can put it here. The second keyword here is beauty. We can also take the beauty keyword. I think it is a good domain without even searching for it. It is a good keyword. And then we hit search. And as you can see here, there is many sales. See here, the prices are going up and going up. But don't worry about this because we can find here a lot of wholesale prices, auction prices. But what matters for us is the monthly sales. Here we can find like year to date. Here we can see all. I think they ask us to log in to see this thing, but it shows also that the keyword is good. So we can also take this keyword. Anyway, now the keyword is good. We find some keywords that are good for the finding domains. You can also use one of the other places, which is Brand Bucket. Brand Bucket also is good for finding keyword. It is not a place for sales, but you can also use it like by industry. You can go here, like for example, employment and recruitment. Then you can choose like for example, employment like this. Then you can select, for example, instant recruits. It is also good domains. You can find, like, take this keyword. Firstly, take this keyword, which is instant. Rather, you can search on Embio or again search here on Brand Bucket. Okay, as you can see, there is many sales. Okay, you can find it. Even you can choose here at the start. You start with, and then apply. And as you can see, there is some sales. There is some domain. It means also they have some good keyword. You can put it here. So now this is the first part. Always do this part. And this part, it needs to be regular. Not only you do it one day. Okay? Always you need to find more keyword. The more keyword you find, the better sales you will get. Now we find the keyword. Now let's go to find domains. So to find domains, there is two ways. The firstly is, of course, our friend, which is expireddomains.net. And here, when you are using expireddomains.net, there is three places that you can use. The first one, it is the deleted. Okay. The second one, it is the GoDaddy closeouts. Why? Because GoDaddy closeouts, it has some old domains, some good domains that you can easily flip it for $50, $100, because you are finding the right domains. Domains on GoDaddy closeouts is one of the best place that I recommend, that also Jay recommend, because Jay is also a big fan of GoDaddy closeouts. And sometimes you can find some great domains. Of course, GoDaddy closeouts is not deleted. You need to buy like for $5 plus the registration fee. Sometimes you can find domains for $50, but sometimes the domains worth this price. Why? Because simply domain is very old. Like for example, if you go here to WBY, you can see that this domain is very old. Of course, you can like check it by. Let's do it. Okay, let's put all the keywords we just find here. Okay, remember, you put a space between each word, and then only available only characters. Here you can find no problem, you can just put only available domains, only characters, and you hit enter. And of course here, because we are working on the closeout, then we need to choose the .com, because in the deleted we don't need to do this. So we choose the .com. As you can see, because we choose AI, sometimes it gives us AI here, like in the middle of the keyword. Okay, is the age matters for the buyer. For the wholesale, some guys they prefer Asian domains, but it is not the crucial things. The most thing that need to be is the quality of the domain. So let's search, for example, for domains. Okay, there is here some long domains, but here when also we talk about the wholesale, it need the domain don't need to be very long. So we just need to search like 60 or 15 characters. Okay, so I think we need to remove the AI airport ape. We need to remove because it will show us a lot of names. Okay. Okay, here we are. We just have 800. Okay, remind my receipt. Remind me receipts. Okay. Natural fields. Instant deal snow. Beauty puss. Okay, so you need always to go here. Shipment first. This is a good domain. How much it prices? Shipment first. Of course, first shipment is better. Okay, we cannot deny this. But shipment first is also a good domain. Instant remodel. This is also a good domain that you can purchase and then sell it via wholesale. And I know some guys, they are going now and buy it. Okay. What's about the backlinks? No, it's not necessary. It's not about the backlinks. We are not here talking about the issue. We are talking about domain related to branding, not related to backlinks and issue, because domains, they have more other uses rather than the SEO. Mindset organics, no. Associated beauty, this is also good domain. Okay. See, there is many domains that we can find here. Beauty shakes. Okay. And of course, the more keyword you find, the more domains you find here. So once you buy a domain here from GoDaddy, like for example, this is from GoDaddy, GoDaddy Closeout, then you can list it on all other places, on all marketplaces that we just mentioned. Then you will make a good profit. Okay, so we are now searching on the closeouts. The same thing, you can use it on Namecheap as well. Okay, you can also use Namecheap to find good domains as well. And then, of course, you can use it for the deleted. Here, the difference that we will do in the deleted is we will hit a button which is only available domains, this one. And then hit search. Of course, here you will find a lot of bad domains, but also you can find some good domains. See, we are searching by the oldest domain. Okay. If you see a good domain, you can write it in the chat. Natural disease, it's good. It's good. Oh, okay, it's a good domain. Of course, this domain you can buy it for $10 and then sell it for $30, $50, $20, $25, $50. Okay, claim reminder, yes, but not mind uploads, no. America quick ship supply, my beauty bay, no. Mind money. This we can, it is brandable, yes, but sometimes with people, they will not see the vision that you have. Okay, beauty of hearts, yes, it's good. Okay, let's find a domain. Instant consumers. Okay, let's find a domain which will be a gift for you. You can buy it. Beauty of country, no. We need two keyword. Two keyword and avoid off, for, inside, near me. Avoid this keyword. Let's find a domain. Okay. Delicious mind. Okay, this one is innovative. Dealership. It's rated, is not rated correctly. This one can be good. Delicious mind. It is not super strong, but it can be good. Okay. I will put it in the chat if you want to buy it. Okay, let's find another one. Mind wraps. Instant excuse. Okay. Let's see another page. Then we will explain the other method. Beauty scenes. Okay. Sometimes it's good. Of course, there is one more thing that's also good for the buyers is the number of the registered TLDs. Some guys, they will buy domains because it is registered in many other extensions. But of course, it needs to be a good domains that have meaning, that have an industry, not a random domain. Like for example, this domain, it is registered on 13 extension, but no one will buy it because it have no meaning. Okay, but stay dealership. Yeah, I know, but some guys, they will not buy it, but you can test it if you want. Natural capsulas, no. Beauty and feats, no. See, in the deleted, you spend more time, but you find good domains. Okay. So this is the second way. The third way is using the pending deletes. Okay, here the pending deletes, it means that you can find also some domains. Please, can I ask you what about get decoration? Just check if it is written correctly. But if it is written correctly, that is good. Yes, but a lot of time you will find some domains that are registered in TLDs and have a value, even if the other domains are not developed. Okay, and of course, if it is that if it they are developed, it means that they have value. Okay, تبارك الله رب يونس. Let's see like here all as well in the closeouts or in the pending delete. Like for example, to reminder. Okay, here you can find a lot of good domains, but too much competition because people they are having like too much competition in the back order. Payment reminders is good. Okay, unique, no. Web minds beauty, mind Montessori. Okay, instant car voile beauty. This is in French. Instant currency. This is good. This is a good domain that you can also take it and purchase it. So this is the first method to use to find domains, which is using expired domains.net rather than using the pending delete, the GoDaddy closeout or Namecheap marketplace, and also the other marketplaces, and also the deleted. The second method is using a website developed by one of the students, which is Easy Name Generator. WBY, not ABY. This website also is good because it is developed by one of the guys that's I'm already in touch with him, and I asked them to create this part of brand name generator. It is not my website, to be honest. It's not my website, but you can use it as a way to find. Like if you remember, we have the keyword. If you have the keyword like mind or instant, like this. Okay, instant can be at the start, not at the end. And there we can find a lot of categories. You can see many categories that are existing here. So we will generate some domains that are good. Let's choose, like, for example, the crypto. Okay. So we will search to see if any domain is available. So all of them is taken. Instant electronic, maybe. Instant currency, the domain that I think we just saw. Let's see if it is available or not, because sometimes GoDaddy, not GoDaddy, expired domains.net, sometimes they are not updated. So it takes a lot of time. It means the domain is not updated. Instant cipher. Let's see another niche, like for example, vacation. Okay, instant lake, instant say, instant trail, instant cost, instant plane. Okay, there is no instant plane, but it is a good idea. Instant airport. Okay. See, there is some great ideas that instant departs, instant sites, instant souvenir. See, there is many domains here. Instant backpack, instant airplane. There is some great domain. Instant bicycle. Okay, instant hostel, and so on. You can find more domains. Let's see here. Construction. Okay, instant grow. Okay, this one is good because it can be used not only for the construction, but also in different things, in the development, on the SEO and so on. So it's taken. instant pyramid, instant develop, instant colon. So all taken. Of course, you will spend some times searching. Let's see marketing. Instant beyond. Of course, it's not to be a random keyword. It has to be having a meaning, not a random keyword because just they are keywords. Okay, it has to have a meaning, an industry, and so on. Oh yeah, رقبالك. Instant publicize. No, it is not good. Let's see food. I want to find a domain that you can purchase it as a gift again. Instant lemon, instant baker. Yes, it's good, but the industry is not that strong. كي جاك تشرح بالانجليش قالت له ديري رجال والو. Instant spoon, instant dinner. Okay, it's good, but it's not very strong. Okay, let's find another one. Instant tasting. tasting شوية معي. Instant zesty. It makes me remember a domain, Zesty Springs, if you remember it, if you are an old just like me. Okay, let's do another a last check. Okay, let's see jobs. How can we reduce the renewal domain when إذا شرحتها راه ضعنا فيها. But the renewal is fixed. There is a way that you can like subscribe to their domain TDC, but it is expensive. Okay, so the closeout is good, so you can find domains. But no worries if you buy it like the total, like for example, $50 or something, you can sell it for $100. But remember, you have a great domain in when you purchase from instant specialist, yes, but specialist of what? Okay, it's good, yes, it's good domain, but I need to be like very specific. Instant positions, it's instant vacancy, vacant workman, all right. I think now things are making like more time to search, but I think the idea is clear. Always search for keyword, find good keyword, and so on. So we talk about like beauty, like just recently we talk about mind. So always find good keyword, use this specific keyword. Sometimes they are not here not niches, but sometimes when you have like for example a niche, or even here like we say niche, which is beauty, there is some other keyword like grammar keyword. For example, here there is a suffix, the prefix, the common verbs. Okay, here because beauty we need to do it at the end, okay, not at the start. And as you can see, there is some verbs. So you can use this website to search for many domains, file beauty, and so on. So I think now everything is clear. But remember, the more places to sell via wholesale are drop catch, because I sell many domains on drop catch. They are Namecheap Marketplace, and I sell many domains in Namecheap Marketplace. Dynadot also is good, but also Atom, atom.com, wholesale, TNWE, and of course, name pros requests. Okay, this is one of the best places. But here in Dropcatch is one of the best places that I sell domains, because I just list the domain for 3 days or 1 week, and then I get sales. I purchase domain, then list it there, go to do outbound, and then come back to see if there is a sale. Sometimes I find one sale, sometimes I find four sales, and so on. Okay. Mia Pay, it is a great domain. Why it is a great domain? Where do you see is a great domain? My app Pay, okay, but you can this is for sale, but I don't, tricky word, I don't like it, especially in sale domains. Anyway, guys, do you have any questions about anything related to the wholesale? I hope that I explain everything. I hope that everything is clear. I hope that everything was easy to understand. And next sessions, because now we talk about everything related to the cash flow. We talk about the outbound. Now we talk about the wholesale. So next sessions, we will talk more about the inbound. Of course, we will talk more about the rooted word. Maybe we might have a session just to look for rooted words, and then we will succeed in this industry. But don't jump from a place to place if you don't master the first place. Okay? You come late. See, that's it. As you said in the beginning, the goal, it's a strong port for you. We can make it. Yes, exactly. Can we work in wholesale and put domain? Yes, of course. You can list domains in marketplaces like Seed1, Aftermarket for the normal price, which is the end user price, and then try to sell it via the wholesale. No problem. How to choose or decide between good domains? If you have money, buy all the good domains. That's simply that's what you can do. There is also one thing that I do, especially for the audience, the Arabic audience, that I have a service that I always provide domains that people can buy it, because I find domains manually and then send it to the buyer, to the audience. Then they can buy domains based on what money they have. Before I forget, I also talk about um, acronyms as well. اوكي ماذا طلبنا اللوجين شيء قبل السؤالية. أبعت لكم خانش يا okay. Anyway, they ask for. Okay, stay with me. When you say with me. جوج خمسة واحد خمسة. Okay, we talk about the acronyms as well. Here we can show, like, see here only characters, and here we can find and put six characters and hit search. Of course, we will list it. We will make it by the WBY or the length. Like, for example, we can find here some good 5 characters. Ekipsi. Sometimes it might be like here first name plus last name from someone which is a psi, which is a psychologist. Asbib ماشي بالمعنى المغربي. Avedov. Okay. Try to see like Beneti. Okay, Beneti. This is an Arabic name. Beneti.com. زوين الضم هذا. خذ. This is an Arabic name. Okay. Carb M. Sometimes you have like word plus a letter. There's also some good domains that you can snag from expired domains.net. We still on 5 characters. We didn't go to 6 characters. Ernia, okay, this is also good. Show only available domains. Okay, forget about this. شي الزربة. No, no, it's not that pronounceable. It doesn't pass the radio test. But if I write it epic, I can write it in the wrong way. Okay. Abba PC. بناتي I think is available. Even I think it's developed here. .NET. Okay. Let's see the .NET if it has a website on it. Yes, it has a website, but just a parquet page. حق بشق سحب الحسنات. It's still available. Okay. Anyway, I think now everything is clear. When this record will be available, I think Jay is the only one who know the response, but it will not take so long, just few days. Benati, I see it before you confirm to me to buy it. Thank you. I see Arzined. Okay, 7-10 days. That's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. If you have any questions, because now I finished talking about everything, I'm just seeing if there is some domains that I can give it to you as a gift. Do you have any questions related to everything that I just explained? Okay, SPV TV. Sometimes you might find the company or a TV that have this name because it is not, see, SP TV, but here we have SPV. Penalty, I will put it on drop catch. Yes, you can put it on drop catch, but if you find it's available, because I think people they buy it before now. I think the domain it is not now available. It's me who buy it. Okay, that's perfect. That's excellent. Okay, excellent. Where to sell domain? Where to sell domain bought from unstoppable domains? No, no. You can list it on Sido, Aftermarket, DNWE, Atom, Nempros, Dynados, and of course on unstoppable domains. Do you have any questions? Vokni, okay, this is also good. Vokni. If we sell in wholesale in bulk for 50, which what will be the commission? 10%. Most of the domain marketplace they take 10%. I'm here talking about Namecheap marketplace, but each one of them they have their own commission, but it is not a lot. You're still making a profit. You will not take the half of the profit. Okay. Yaqum. This is an Arabic name as well. It is not so strong. Uh, in Afternik, yes. But I think in other places, like I think in Dropcatch, when I sell domain for 25, I get $50 profits, which is good. So please put it in your YouTube channel as well. Yes, I will put it on YouTube channel, in my English YouTube channel. But I already talk about this as well in Arabic. And I think I already shared also the video. Okay, got it. So, okay. How much drop catch? I think 50%. Can you share your English channel? Of course. Yes, of course. واش مغربي بعدا. Are you Moroccan, Zakir? Because your name is like Arabic, Pakistan, something like this. Okay, it's Ayub Kehel. So this is my Arabic YouTube channel. Yaqum is correct. Yes, Yaqum is Arabic. And this is my English YouTube channel. Of course, I'm not that active on this YouTube channel in English, but I put all the record that I just mentioned. Of course, here you can find the Facebook group, but not this one is not super active. Okay, here, Arab domain community. This is the community. It is very active and people share sales here in the regular basis. Every day people share sales. Like for example, this guy just recently shared his sales. And of course, when someone share his sales, I always share those sales on my Facebook page so people can see it. Okay. Do you have any questions before I close this session? Because I think we spent maybe 1 hour and a half. Okay. So this is the Facebook page that I just mentioned. And as you can see here, we share sales. Like people share their sales, and always I share. This is one of the marketplaces on not myself, of course, on Domain Marketplace. As you can see here, this person lists the domain on the wholesale marketplace on Namecheap, and then it gets sold. عملت ساعة الأولى. Okay. How to handle, like if we are C vision, but others saying this is not the good domain. Suppose if you believe that it is a good domain, just keep it. Keep the domain because what you are seeing, not everyone will see it. But of course, not all the things that you are seeing are really good. Which tool are you using for the outbound? Manual, manual send. What about listing on Afternic? Yes, the same thing. You can list it for 59, but Afternic, the minimum that they will take is $50. See, this is some sales that people shares. This is also one other sale that's what's your big sale in 2025. I'm a loser. I don't make sales. I just make money by only selling, by only doing Google AdSense. This is the response that I always respond with when someone asks me about the sales. So this is another sale here via the outbound. Just to see that people still making sales in outbound. See, this is another outbound sale. Another outbound sale. This is, I think, an inbound sale. Okay. This is another sale. Another sale. This is the same sale. Okay. See, people are making sales. You just need to work hard. And all these people, they was beginners. They just started also from scratch. And now here you can see that people are really making sales. So what's the difference between you and these people? The only difference is only the practice. I believe that there is 3 words that matters in your life to win in everything, which is the focus, the engagement in doing the job, and also continue doing the job. ده لكم الترجمة ديال جوجل ترانسليت. But anyway, this is what matters. Always need to work hard, and then you can make great sales. Almost day I search for domain in expired, I add it in watch list, but when to come to show the domain, I found it registered. It means that you are in the good path. It means that you start into making good domains, to finding good domains. Keep going just like this, and then try to collect some money to buy domains. Okay. How to decide between pricing? What maximum of the message I can? It's depend. Uh, the more domain. Okay, let's reply to the first question. How to decide between pricing? See, in the wholesale, don't fall in love in domains. This is for $30, $50. That's perfect. Okay. For the outbound, this is between 100 to 500, and for the inbound, between 500 to 3,000. Okay. That's very easy that you can do it. What's the maximum of the message that I can send per day in outbound in new email? Don't send more than 100 email because it will automatically stop you. Okay, so I think now everything is clear, everything is correct. One day you might say one of our community name is here. Abajur, try to avoid the G character, try to avoid it. She's بحيرة ما كرهناش. Okay, this is another cell, not mine, no, not our cell. This is another cell. And as you can see, people are making sales. People are sharing their sales and so on. So I think everything is clear. Everything is explained in an easy way. So if you have any questions, you can post it. If you don't have any questions, you can post it. And see you in the next session. So I hope that all was correct and everyone has واحد الفاتحة to hope for Jay to be well. Okay, so hope that he will be well and then he will be with us in the next sessions. Okay, as I always say it in Arabic. تحية طيبة لكم جميعا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.